Hello, guys. Jay here. Welcome back to the Cabral and Salisbury Show. Last week we talked about Darius Geis, Dr. Disrespect, NFL dropouts, and more. This week we're going to bring you some recent stories. We will be starting off talking about a legal battle between Epic Games, the creator of popular game Fortnite, and Apple. Now, I know Sean is more knowledgeable about this, so take it away, Sean.
Hello everyone. So the first story this week is about a lawsuit that company Epic Games is filing on Apple. The reason they are filing this is because they feel that the App Store's policies are unjust. In their game Fortnite, they have a currency called V-Bucks that they sell, and they just recently made it so you could buy it and make a direct payment to their company for 20% off the original price than it usually is. And Apple, after finding this out, took serious action and have actually removed Fortnite from the App Store, as it was against their policy. Apple currently collects 30% from all in-app purchases, and it goes against their policy since Epic agreed to the terms having to do with in-app sales. Jay, your thoughts?
Well, I can certainly understand the business side of things, and I can agree with Apple for taking serious action against Epic Games. However, let me explain more about what I mean here. Companies come to terms and they sign agreements which require the terms of the agreements to be met, and unfortunately, Epic Games did break that agreement. Now, I think perhaps if Epic Games consulted with Apple before making the move to cut Apple out of getting the profits from payments being directly made to Epic Games, I think Apple would have turned that idea down. However, it would have opened up a conversation from there, and I think they could have possibly worked something out. Now, I don't necessarily agree with Apple's App Store policies. However, again, I understand the policies were agreed upon by Epic Games, and I believe it's up to Epic Games to follow said policies until working out a deal with Apple that'll fit the desires of both companies. I hope Apple takes a moment to realize they have become a powerhouse monopoly and get back to what makes consumers happy and possibly come to a deal with Epic Games.
Well, very well said. Well, in other news, actually, there's a lot to be said about what's happening in WWE right now. Jay, care to share with us the latest news and rumors in the WWE that you've heard or read up on?
Oh, yes. So, to start us off, there has been recent news of who is believed to be under the hoods of and the masks of the chaotic and hazardous group known as Retribution. It is believed many NXT stars, such as Shane Thorne, Dio Madden, Chelsea Green, and Mia Yim, along with others, have been behind the attacks on Raw and SmackDown. What are their motives? Who really knows? Chelsea Green was supposed to be moved up to the main roster, but hasn't been seen on TV in several weeks. Shane Thorne was moved up to the main roster a few months ago, but was quickly sent back to NXT, and Mia Yim has been on a current losing streak and is reportedly frustrated and tired of her current status in NXT. So it seems to me that WWE is using the quote unquote unhappy talent angle for the group Retribution. However, in the times that we are in with COVID, I'd argue that these superstars are not the right talent WWE should be using for the group. After WWE was deemed an essential business back in April, they released 30 superstars due to COVID, as they said. I believe Retribution should be used as a means for, yes, bringing up a few NXT stars to the main roster to give them that push. However, I believe that the group should mostly be for the stars who were terminated from the company as a means to cut expenses, or just because they no longer fit WWE standards or needs. Guys like Leo Rush, Rusev, Zack Ryder, who was signed with AEW, and Gallows and Anderson, who was signed with Impact Wrestling. Now, clearly, it's not taking long for some of these stars to get signed by other wrestling promotions. Sean, your opinion on Retribution or the wrestlers that were let go?
Well, my take on this is WWE is seriously wasting all this talent that they have. We see stars such as Gallows, Anderson, Rusev, and more being completely tossed aside, which is baffling to me, seeing as they are some of the most talented people in the business, some of the most skilled in-ring performers in modern-day wrestling. Even now, we have wrestlers such as Ricochet, Shelton Benjamin, Apollo Crews, and many more being underused. These performers should be getting the push they deserve to get them to show off their immense skill as well as progress them further in their career.
And I agree with that. It's funny that you mentioned Ricochet. As some of you listeners may know, since AEW launched their show titled AEW Dynamite on TNT over a year ago, they've signed away much of WWE's talent. Talent including guys like Chris Jericho, Dean Ambrose, who's now known as Jon Moxley, Matt Hardy, The Revival, now known as FTR, and so many others. Well, it is speculated that AEW will continue to sign away some of WWE's talent in the next couple of years, as there are rumors and reports that suggest virtually all of WWE's talent, with the exception of Roman Reigns and possibly a few others, has reached out to AEW at least once in the last year. Names I've continuously heard are considering the jump over to AEW once their contracts are up include guys like Ricochet, Rey Mysterio, and even, are you ready for this one? You might want to sit back. The
Ooh.
Viper, the Legend Killer, Randy Orton. Now, I'm not saying these men are going to leave for AEW. What I am saying is Ricochet hasn't really ever
Mhm.
gotten a push, and that's probably mainly because he's not a quote-unquote Vince guy. Big, muscular, and well-spoken. Before the Rollins feud, Rey Mysterio was not often used by WWE and hasn't been on or seen a long-term contract with the company since returning back in 2018. Now, lastly, I don't see Randy Orton leaving the company that's given him so much. I mean, I think we can all agree Randy Orton means so much to WWE, especially with all his accolades. However, he has let it to be known that if AEW were to give him an offer, a good enough offer, he'd listen. Randy Orton is currently making about $3 million a year in WWE, so I think AEW would have to fork up the same amount or even more, but they could do it. I think they could make it work. So it's interesting to see.
Yeah, I would have to agree with you on all those points, and I do also agree on the fact that they have indeed signed away some of their best talent. FTR, formerly known as the Revival in WWE, are now one of the best tag teams in the world and are ranked #1 in AEW. We also see old fan favorites like Dean Ambrose and Chris Jericho. Imagine that, Chris Jericho. Move over to AEW, which takes some viewership away from WWE. And what's interesting is that AEW is now the #2 wrestling promotion in the world, just behind WWE. That's crazy.
Absolutely, and it's even crazier in the little time that they've done it. Like I said, it's only been a little over a year now since Dynamite made its debut. So, yeah, it's not looking good for WWE. I mean, they have some real competition on their hands. But that, Sean, all of what you said is very true. And what AEW feels to me, it's like watching WCW back in its prime. I mean, back
Mm.
when they had veterans like Hulk Hogan and Randy Savage and Ric Flair and the Four Horsemen. And then they had the Cruiserweight division. Remember that? They had Rey Mysterio when he was young, Chris Jericho when he
Mhm.
was young. They had Eddie Guerrero, Dean Malenko, Juventud Guerrera, and so many others. Now, AEW has Jericho in that veteran role with guys like Kenny Omega, the Young Bucks, the Lucha Brothers, and the previously mentioned stars. Now, I honestly question what Vince and WWE are doing, as it seems they are in desperate times, even signing AJ Styles to what Gallows and Anderson called the "please don't go to AEW" contract. Now, I don't know how much AJ Styles was offered. I don't know how many years the deal is for. However, what I can tell you is that it was a very, very big deal. Like I said, Gallows and Anderson calling it the "please don't go to AEW" contract. Uh, Whereas they jumped to signing Styles back, WWE still have not come to terms with John Cena. And this is pretty baffling to me. I mean, John Cena, for almost 20 years now, has been a major part of that brand. The face, honestly, the face of WWE. John Cena wishes to return to WWE action under the condition that he returns as a heel, the one thing he has left to do in his long, accomplished career. Now, Vince doesn't like that. Vince and WWE are against the idea due to the money the company could lose from Make-A-Wish, as Cena has granted more wishes than any other superstar. However, WWE and John Cena are in negotiation, and Cena turning heel could happen, it could not, but they're trying to figure out a way to make it happen that will basically prevent the company from losing any profits. Cena was last seen losing to The Fiend, who is notorious for making his opponents turn heel. WWE wishes to find a way to make Cena heel in which fans, specifically women and children, will still like and cheer for Cena. Sean, your thoughts?
Well, Jay, I will have to say that I am also a Cena fan and would also love to see him return as a heel. I think it is about time for WWE to start listening to their fans, and they must find a way to make him heel the right way. I would argue that making Cena heel would exponentially boost viewership and sales, as the WWE Universe have been desperately waiting for this heel turn for years. And I think it would be like the modern day Hulk Hogan turning heel, and that's when the unthinkable finally happens.
And I agree with you, Sean. Like, I remember now. I mean, I wasn't alive when it actually happened, but I remember watching the tapes of Hulk Hogan dropping the leg drop on Randy Savage, turning heel, becoming the leader of NWO. Now, speaking of NWO, where I do hope Cena comes back as a heel, hopefully not as the leader of the new NWO, as rumored, but in a way that'll work for Cena and the company. I want to remind everyone that Cena is considering retirement in the near future, and he is only one title win away from beating Ric Flair's current record of 16 world title reigns, in which Ric Flair himself dreams that Cena will break the record. Cena is currently tied with Flair. In other news, Sean, would you care to share with us the latest news on the Lakers in their playoff run?
Alright, so the Lakers advanced from the first round of playoffs, winning the series 4-1 against the Trailblazers. Because the Lakers advanced, they will continue the playoffs wearing the Black Mamba attire to honor Kobe Bryant. Who would have thought we would have lost the Black Mamba and the Black Panther in the same year? What a year it has been. Unfortunately, Chadwick Boseman, 43, the actor who played Black Panther, and many other iconic characters have passed away last Friday due to colon cancer. This is quite a tragic loss, and I hope his legacy continues to live on in the future.
Yes, Chadwick was diagnosed with colon cancer just 4 years ago. However, it seems many did not know of his condition, and who could blame them? In the last 4 years, Chadwick has worked tirelessly to give us seven great movies, and in each role, he gave us something special. Between Civil War in 2016 and Marshall in 2017, Black Panther in Infinity War in 2018, 21 Bridges Endgame in 2019, and The Five Bloods in 2020. Chadwick has also devoted much of his time to charity work and to speak out on some current issues. Like Kobe, in losing Chadwick, we have lost a part of our culture, but I assure you, he will never be forgotten, and my condolences go out to his family. May Chadwick rest in peace.
Indeed, may he rest in peace, and I'm sorry that ended off on such a sad note in this episode. That was all for this week's edition of the Cabral Salisbury Show. Thank you for tuning in. Leave a like, and if you like our content, please consider subscribing to show your support. And please make sure to check out Coolest J, that's going to be coming out soon. Here is a preview of what's to come, and I hope to see you in the next episode. Take care.
Yeah, bye everyone. Oh, okay, so mushrooms for food. Okay. All right. All right. Oh, okay.
Choke it down, Pete. It's
Yeah.
Brussels sprouts.
Yep, I'm eating mushrooms. Okay. Yeah, I would never do that in real life, but okay, cool. All right, I think I've had. No, have I had enough yet? Ugh. Gosh, I just gotta keep eating them. Oh my god, it's terrible. Oh my god, yeah, scrumptious my ass. All right. What? Oh, hold on. Come back here. Get back here. Wanna keep bugging me? Yeah. Oh yeah, I see the water drop onto my thing here. All right. Oh, I see it. Okay, so water. All right. Little arrow directing me to water. Oh, yeah. I missed. Rip. Alright. Alright, we're gonna try this again. Thank you, Sean, for telling me to throw the pebble at the water. That's my first, yeah. That's my first get out of jail free card, yeah. Oh, I hit it! What now? Oh, wait, did it drop? What? Oh, hi! Slurp. Yeah. Alright, I want my pebble back. I want my pebble back. Sprig, thank you. Pebble. There you are. Thanks. Alright, no, wait, I wanna... Hold on. I don't want... Wait, I wanna quit my axe. Hold on. Alright. I wanna quit my axe. There we go. Okay, axe, yes. Pebble. Gotta love them pebbles. Alright. Woo, pebbles. Pebbles. Yep, singing a song about pebbles, guys. Just leave me alone. What are you? Oh. That looks like shit. That looks like actual shit. Alright, we're just gonna keep going. What is this big fruit punch box here? What is that thing? What is that? Are those annoying? So we're gonna go towards it like an idiot. We're gonna go towards what I don't know. Hi, you. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, now alright. This isn't so bad, guys. This isn't so bad. I know I'm gonna be regretting those words later. What? I just heard something. It sounded like it was right on me. Oh, it's that thing again. God damn it. Those gnats. Oh, those are annoying. Hi. Ooh, pebble. Yeah. Oh, wow. Yeah. It's a big box of fruit punch. Is that a can?